And we are back. Welcome to my predictions for day 13 of the Women's World Cup. And my, oh my, Japan proving once again that stats really aren't everything. Spain had 77% possession and twice as many chances. But most importantly, Japan had 5 shots on target and scored 4 of them. 4-0 to Japan. Possibly again topping Colombia's result against Germany. Let me know your opinions on that. But to beat Spain 4-0 when they were basically playing their full first team, what an incredible result from Japan that was earlier this morning. And then, as predicted, it was Australia and Nigeria that made it through to the second rounds in the second round of matches, and a great 4-0 win for Australia as well, which ended up seeing them top the group as Nigeria were held to a goalless draw by Republic of Ireland. Unfortunately for my predictions, since of course I did Nigeria win and they were kind of unlucky not to get that goal if it wasn't for a save on to the woodwork. For today, we have obviously 4 more games to predict for tomorrow morning, including, of course, the Lionesses as they look to secure the final point they need to get into qualification for the knockout stages, where they will face either Nigeria or Australia, depending on how the results end up going in that game as well. Before we get into it, as always, if you have not done so already, please do consider dropping a like on this video, sharing it with a friend, and subscribing to the channel. Let's get into what is going to be, once again, a very busy day of women's football. Kicking off with Group E, because once again, FIFA cannot do these things in alphabetical order. We are doing Group E first with the 8 o'clock kickoffs, and this is how that group stands, and it is very, very, very well poised. USA and the Netherlands both on 4 points, Portugal on 3, Vietnam sadly already out on 0. We'll get the easier game out the way, which is of course Netherlands against Vietnam. You would thoroughly expect the Dutch to win this game since Vietnam really haven't done anything as expected in what is a very tough group for them. I'll go 3-0 to Holland. That will see them possibly top the group as overall group winners, depending on the result of the USA game. Obviously, if America win as well, it will then go down to goal difference and then probably goals scored. We shall see. However, while that game is going on, Portugal will be playing against America, knowing that they, in theory, have to win. They can't rely on a Vietnam draw with the Netherlands or a Vietnam win against the Netherlands and then so many other connotations. Essentially, Portugal have to win this game, otherwise they are out of the Women's World Cup. And don't get me wrong, they have a really good chance. I said about Portugal how they could really cause an upset against the Netherlands, and they very nearly almost did. The Dutch then were only able to draw against America, so I don't think this is as clear-cut as people are making it out to be. Obviously, the expectation is for America to get the win, but then the expectation was America to get the win against the Netherlands as well. I just don't quite think Portugal have shown enough over the first 2 games to get the job done against the US tomorrow. I think the US are going to be a little bit disappointed they didn't beat the Netherlands in their last game. They'll be looking to put that right in tomorrow morning's game, and I'm going to back them to do so. I'm going to go 2-0 to America, which will see the Americans progress as group winners by 1 goal, because that would mean that the USA have a goal difference of +5, whereas the Netherlands will only have a goal difference of +4. After all of the drama of Group E has been concluded, we then move back to Group D, where we find England, Denmark, China, and Haiti. Now, as things currently stand, all 4 teams can still progress to the next round. If Haiti beat Denmark and England beat China, then Haiti can still go through on goal difference. Obviously, they would have to beat Denmark by more than 1 goal in able to do that, but it is a possibility. England are, of course, in the best position on 6 points. They just need to get a draw, and they will obviously finish on 7 and will win the group in doing so. There is the other possibility that China beat England by a significant enough margin that it then means that if Denmark beat Haiti by a significant enough margin, that China and Denmark will progress and England will go out. So it's not as clean-cut as it may seem. Oh, excuse me. What is also very interesting is that from all 4 matches in this group so far, all 4 have finished 1-0. So it's not really going to be a very easy one to call at all. The way I see it going is this. Haiti have to beat Denmark by a goal margin of at least 2 goals. So they are going to go for it, no doubt about it. but then that will leave them vulnerable to the Danish counter-attack, and we all know that Denmark's biggest strength is their attack, and of course harder in those wide areas, pushing into those forward positions. What I think that game will go like is that Haiti will push for it. Denmark will get maybe 1 or 2 going the other way. Haiti may just nick one as well, so I'm going to go for 3-1 to Denmark. Whilst that is going on, I think England will look to build on what was a very good start against Denmark in the last fixture, whilst showing that ear of caution, given the fact that literally 1 point secures top spot. So what I think is going to happen is I think England will do everything they can to keep the clean sheet. I expect England to keep that clean sheet, but then I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to England because I still think that they are a better team than China, like relatively comfortably, and I believe that China are not as good as Denmark, and if we create as many chances as we did in that first 20 minutes against Denmark, I can see us getting 1 or 2 goals against China before China really start getting into the game. So that is how I see it going. It'll be England topping the group with Denmark finishing in second place. Let me know all of your thoughts down in the comments. I think it's going to be a very, very interesting day once again. Those are all of my predictions for tomorrow morning's matches. So let me know your predictions down in the comments as well. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you tomorrow for Groups F and G.